It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors, beware as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of this Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey there, Jim.
Hey, Bryce.
And also we have the Murman. How you doing, Murray?
Fine. Have to go to work. Let's go.
All right. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a rating on your listening platform. Or you can dare to see a terrible movie, and if it played anywhere in a cinema in the world, we'll watch it. Now, let's get to raging. What amazing moment?
Predict.
What amazing moment?
Predict.
Will he predict the rage or will he predict the mondo? Will he tell us so what Jim and Bryce are about movies? Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes. He's coming swimming to you.
And you.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts, our little rage-filled hearts.
All right, 3 movies this week. I saw 2 of them. We got Scary Movie 6 or Scary Movie, whichever one you want to call it.
Yipperoo.
Yes.
Jim likes the Scary Movie franchise. Bryce does not.
That is true.
Yes.
Matt and Rage.
Nice.
All right.
Masters of the Universe.
Masters
Reboot,
of the
remake, sequel, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
Yeah, double meh.
All right.
And that other one, what the hell's the other one called?
Ballad.
Something to do with songs.
Power Ballad.
Power
it.
Ballad.
Double meh. Because it's got Paul Rudd in it,
Paul
but it's
Rudd.
also got a Jonas.
He's Rudley
As
PR,
an
baby.
actor.
Rudley the Studley.
I like to call him Prud.
Jonas the actor, so I'm sure that was
Prud.
awesome.
Nice.
The Prud.
He's Prud. I like to pull my Prud.
He's the pruddiest Prudder out there.
I love my Pruds.
Prud's awesome.
Prudster. All right. Scary Movie 6 / Scary Movie. There's one thing I can say about this movie. It will never get a Broadway musical rendition with all the times that they say the N-word in this.
They have a
So
lot of bad words.
lots and lots of bad words. Yeah, I think there's probably 100 to 200,000 times they say it. So there you go.
They
You
say the
either...
F-bomb a few times too.
Yeah, that's... Everybody says the F-bomb. It's just a
I
thing.
don't.
Well, except Bryce. So you're either a liker of Scary Movie franchise stuff or you're not. In this case, I am. And I think it's all very knowledgeable to the people that listen to us that Bryce is not.
That is for sure.
All right. Well, in this one, they parody pretty much every horror movie made since Scary Movie 5. Or maybe it was Scary Movie 2. I don't know. But they also seem to parody John Wick for some reason. Or maybe it's Ballerina. Or maybe it's, what's her face? That really bad actress that won an Oscar. What's her name? Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, for in the horror franchise Halloweener or something. I don't know. They were parodying everything. The story is idiotic and dumber than any previous one that's ever been done. And they decided, you know what? Fuck story. Let's just do a non-PC long-ass
bunch of
episode
parodies.
of In Living Color is basically what it was. Sure. It's still grounded in poking fun at the whole Scream franchise, especially making fun of how ludicrous and stupid that whole franchise is.
The rapper
And the
Ludacris?
whole... No one makes fun of Ludacris. He's a god among
He
men.
was in Fast and Furious 9.
He's in every Fast and the Furious.
He's in a Fiero in space.
He's a god. Just don't ever say anything bad about the Ludacris. I still celebrate Ludacrismas every year. Yeah, so where was I? Oh, yeah. The fact that the other franchise, Scream, still exists. Yeah, there's a lot of made funness about that. The nostalgia to get fans back into cinemas. For both franchises, for that matter. Especially how in the end of this movie and how the OG is taking back this franchise, which also happened in the last Scream movie. Some of the jokes land, but most didn't. Just like most parody movies. The humor is funny for a while, and then it gets old. Yes, I laughed quite a bit at some of the bits, but I just kind of wished In Living Color would come back like The Kids in the Hall did and do a new season instead of kickstarting a franchise that had a terrible crash and burn to it. If anyone's seen Scary Movie 5, which I watched yesterday, it's horrible. It's so horrible.
It is the worst one.
It is so horrible.
It's worse than this?
And that's, yes.
That's hard to believe.
It killed it so badly.
Oh, it took them, another 10 years to make another one?
They're all
Yeah,
equally
something like that.
awful.
At least if In Living Color came back, the sketch comedy gets a little bit varietous and comes at things from different angles. But in this, we have kind of seen it all before. Yes, the making fun of woke culture was funny, but again, not that much. It still gets a meh, mostly because Shaq's in the movie. And that's the only reason I'm going to say that it was teetering on whether it was a rage. But then Shaq showed up and it was like, yeah, you know what? He deserves a meh.
Shaq makes everything better.
He does make everything better. He's like...
Except Kazan, apparently.
Well, then nobody likes Kazan. Not even Shaq, so...
They're back 20 years after the Wayans brothers had their Scary Movie franchise ripped out of their hands by the Zuckers and the Weinsteins after Scary Movie 2.
Man, Weinsteins took a lot of stuff from people.
They did. Yeah, they destroyed a lot of lives. Well, now they're back in charge. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you have to see for yourselves. This franchise started off as a parody of Scream I know he did last summer. And to be honest, I probably didn't get all the references in this movie because I don't like horror movies.
No.
Sinners, Weapons, Megan, Art the Clown, and Smile, I understood. I never saw Get Out, didn't understand that at all, and don't remember Long Legs. And I never saw The Substance.
Love Long Legs.
Long
Legs is so Long
good.
Legs is so good.
It's all in there. Must have been a lot of millennials in my screening because most of the time I was the only one laughing. Yeah, a lot of jokes didn't land and most of them were offensive to one group or another. That was the point. People get offended too easily these days at the same time as a racist, sexist dictator in the White House. Just saying.
We just got invaded by the hounds of Baskervilles. The hounds of Baskervilles.
I'm going to finish my review.
Nice.
I was enjoying the parodies and the nonsensical storyline till the end. Then it got just too damn ridiculous. Too many Ghostface killers, like 20 of them. Too many twists and turns to make anything believable. Again, that's probably the point. It was nice to see a few OG characters from the first one, especially Doofy and Greg the Tiny Dick as the sheriff. I really didn't like the new cast. Again, that was probably the point, considering the ending.
Yeah, they're just
As the Scary Movie franchise goes, it was somewhere in the middle. Not great. Still a bit funny, so it was a meh.
Nice. 2 mehs, Bryce.
You're up, Bryce.
Total garbage. There's one joke in the whole thing that landed. It was the Charlie Sheen joke. I'm not even going to repeat it so that, if you do go to it, at least you'll enjoy something. I hate this franchise. This thing shouldn't exist anymore. It's got to go away. Total garbage. I can't believe anybody could watch this dreck. Just not funny. So, I guess that makes it a rage.
All right,
what?
Next.
Aw. Poor Scary Movie.
Yeah, well, that was a kind of a...
Poor Scary Movie.
It was kind of a long shot. He was going to like it anyway.
Yeah, true.
It's just garbage. I can't believe you guys could watch this.
It's funny. I like it. It's funny.
It wasn't funny.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. So, Masters of the Universe. My greatest fear...
Masters of the Universe.
My greatest fear...
hey man, we got some Brian May guitar solos, so I don't know what else. I don't know what else you want from a movie.
You got the Highlander theme, is what you got.
Exactly. So yeah, my greatest fear was of them remaking this. Was this film was already the most homoerotic film ever made. So why do we need to remake this? That was my big question. Well, my fears were squashed as we had Ram Man, who loves to ram people, mostly men. We had Fisto, who is all about fisting. We got Mecho Neck, who has a huge, girthy, extendable, phallic-like neck that bats people around with his erect stiffness. But what made it now the most homoerotic film was the way that Skeletor describes He-Man and his huge muscles and his really big sword that swings masterfully from his loincloth, with an orgasmic finale to where He-Man finally gets his big boy balls after being Skeletor's bottom the whole movie, and grabs a hold of Skelly's huge ball until it explodes all over his face. Satisfying. I want to say, yes, this is now the most homoerotic version of He-Man, aside from the original cartoon, which was very homoerotic. That's why I loved it so much. And then I'd say, sorry, Dolph Lundgren, even with a great cameo, you are standing in the shadows of gayness. The cast in this was great. The dialogue was cheesy and corny, and yes, at times trying to be too hard to be overly campy, but it delivers a fun fantasy adventure comedy quirkiness enough to keep it still a meh. Sorry, I mean high meh, because of its super duper homoeroticness of this. After leaving this cinema, I felt 2 degrees more gayer than I already am normally. So yeah, this had a soundtrack and score that reminded me of the feelings I had when I saw Flash Gordon in cinemas.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Even bringing Queen to the party again.
Yes.
Now, I can't wait to see what She-Ra does in the sequel.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
But based on the box office numbers, it looks like we may not get another one of these, but we will get another scary movie, Murray.
Yeah, we will. I'll keep making them.
I just really hope we get it picks up in the next half of the summer, because I need there to be a She-Ra.
Yeah, you think so?
I need my She-Ra. All right, Murray, what'd you think of Masters
Right,
of the Universe?
I have a fondness for the cheesy original with Dolph Lundgren. I was a teenager, saw it on TV many times. I liked Billy Barter, the actor. I actually met him when he came to Saskatchewan several times to star in our local TV telethon. He's
Nice.
a cool guy. I had a thing for He-Man's lady sidekick. What's her name? Tila?
She-Ra? Oh,
Tila.
Tila, yeah.
The actress who
That
played
too.
her. She was hot.
Everybody was hot in
Coincidentally,
this.
Pluto TV aired the classic all weekend, so I watched it again.
Nice.
It's still awesome. So I was prepared to hate this unnecessary remake. For the most part, I did. First the bad.
Sorry, did you say it's still awesome?
Still awesome. I still loved it. It's cheesy as hell, and I loved it.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah, well,
We all got our tastes, Bryce.
that's right. It's still better than this one. That's for damn sure.
What? No.
Yes, it is.
No.
I will argue.
Yeah, for the most part, I hated this.
What?
First the bad. Jared Leto is box office poison. I believe that.
He
and
is
it's been
that now, I
proven
think.
again.
Poor guy.
He was so good as Skeletor.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
Like
agree.
that's
genuinely
that's
was
your
really
opinion.
good. That is my opinion.
He seems to be.
He was the only good thing in the movie. Actually.
You bite your
Can
tongue.
I finish?
Yes.
I don't have a lot of time here.
Yes.
Seems to be destroying all my pleasant childhood memories with every crappy reboot that he attempts. The Joker, Morbius, Tron,
All good.
and now Skeletor. I shudder to think what's next. Knight Rider or Greatest American Hero? I swear I will
With Jared
track
Leto,
him.
that'd be awesome.
I will hunt him down and beat the crap out of him if he tries that. I really wish he would
That's
go
all I
back to
wanna see
making
now.
serious films and leave the campy stuff to real movie stars like The Rock.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
His Skeletor was a petulant child, which, according to the cartoon, that's the way he actually
Yes.
was.
Yes.
This was like the cartoon.
I'm sorry, Frank Langella is still better. He was throwing temper tantrums and behaving like a 5-year-old for most of the film.
Yes.
Yes.
When he wasn't throwing out really bad one-liners.
Good one.
The only part I did like was when he was in that whole dream sequence thing and he was like, HR dude. That was funny.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
That
was.
was funny.
You know what? I might change my rating.
Yeah. Then there's He-Man. I'm sorry, Adam.
Yeah,
There's
Adam.
a scene in the film where this wimp goes to the gym to try and get stronger.
Oh, you
Of
must have
course,
loved the
He
cameo.
runs into Dolph Lundgren, a nameless musclehead who gives him some life advice, which was stupid advice.
Oh, and you must have loved he gave him the old, whatever it is, salute thingy.
Yes.
Hail Satan?
Good journey.
Good journey
That's
sign.
right.
Yes.
That
must have made you a little
That was
giddy.
my favorite part of this.
All right.
Anyway, you know what Lundgren's version didn't need? A magic sword to give him muscles and help him fight, because he was already a fighter. In fact, if you go back and see the original, He-Man doesn't even use his sword till like the end of the movie.
The cartoons are the original.
No, but okay. Well, the movie, the live action one then.
Oh, okay.
He uses a gun for most of the movie. He's like shooting people. It wasn't until the end he uses a sword. But this guy is like a 98-pound weakling. He raises the sword, all of a sudden he has muscles like freaking Stallone. Like,
Really?
what the hell?
I don't know, man. He looked pretty buff under that
Whatever.
pink shirt.
Well,
Yeah.
he played a wuss pretty good then.
Yeah, no, I don't think
He was a bottom for the whole movie.
Yeah.
That was his point.
Yeah, well, anyway. For the first half of the film, you got his ass kicked pretty much by everybody,
Yes.
including inanimate objects. Like, he was a klutz. He kept
Yeah.
knocking stuff over and tripping on stuff.
Yes.
Then he says some words, raises a sword, and goes from skinny Steve Rogers to Captain America.
Okay.
Also, I don't know what to think about Sir Idris Elba. That's right, he was knighted by King Charles last week.
Nice.
He hasn't had the best track record recently. Much as I love the guy, this character was some kind of drunken Heimdall. I guess that figures since people are describing this movie as a mashup of Flash Gordon and Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Overall, this film tried to make a joke out of everything. I know
That was a problem. It
source
didn't.
source material wasn't exactly Shakespeare. I mean, Mattel created the character to compete with G.I. Joe and Star Wars. I had a huge problem with Allison Brie as Evil Lynn. Get it, Evelyn?
Yep.
She sounded and acted like a 12-year-old girl. Had zero credibility as any kind of sorcerer except maybe two brief scenes. Lady from the 80s film had piercing blue eyes, was scary, and can transform herself into other people. Brie had none of that. She was a joke. Okay, it wasn't all bad. Soundtrack was pretty good. They actually got Brian May from Queen to do the guitar riffs and used the theme song from Highlander that Queen wrote and performed. The fact that the Earth cops called him a Highlander was a nice throwback. I mean, the guy did have a big sword. The fight scenes and special effects were impressive as well, although they're probably mostly CGI. Once Adam hulked out and stripped down to his homoerotic battle armor,
Yes.
and Skeletor started throwing down with his Yoda-like force moves, I wish there was more of that. I also enjoyed a few of the supporting characters, like the talking tiger and the wisecracking female fighting robot, voiced by Kristen Wiig.
Nice.
Ram Man and Fisto, who fists people. How can you not love that? That Trap Jaw guy was pretty cool too. But as much as I wanted to hate this film, it did enough to get to a meh.
Nice.
I just wish it was about 30 minutes shorter.
I wish it was like an
And
hour
with Leto
longer.
actually trying to be the bad guy instead of a stand-up comic. He almost ruined this whole film.
This is
for me.
this really is like redoing of the cartoon. This is what this
Yeah, I
was.
never watched
What?
the
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it would totally
This
was.
didn't know what it was because it at 1 second it's like it actually was kind of serious for no reason. Because if you're gonna go down the humor route, just keep on going down that route. And it actually did have some brilliant stuff in it, like the Skeletor in his head at the end there with the HR and all that other stuff. That stuff was brilliant. Like that was the best part of the movie.
This is so good.
And the whole movie either needed to be that or it needed to be like what Murray wanted. It was neither though. And what a waste of, like, this is a rage just for wasting Idris Elba. You've got Idris Elba and this is what you do with him. And you take this Man-at-Arms character and make him into a drunk nothing. Like, if you're a fan of this franchise and you see what they did to Man-at-Arms, you're pissed right now. I'm not a fan of not the franchise, of the toys, I guess, and the cartoon. I'm not a fan, and I was pissed that what are you doing to Man-at-Arms?
That totally
for
makes
goodness
sense
sake?
to me.
Anyways, they totally wasted Idris Elba. They had him just, if you're gonna have a guy like that in this movie, do something with him. the only thing that was good was the sequence with in it when Skeletor's in his head and the music. And the music actually was annoying for the first 15 minutes or so. But I don't know what it was. That freaking music just grew on me by the end.
Of course it did.
And I was just aching for more. And then when they played the
They queened
song
it up.
they queened it.
Here we are.
It's like, okay, I'm all in on this music. But the fact of the matter is, this was 2 hours and 20 freaking minutes
It felt like an hour.
It felt like 6 hours.
It felt like an hour.
It had a few sequences that were good and just a lot of filler garbage. And I did not like it at all. This was another freaking rage. This was fun. This was not fun. It was garbage.
I had so much fun at this. It almost made it to a Mondo.
Garbage.
Almost made it to a Mondo.
Garbage.
Ugh. I'd never been more turned on by watching
Garbage.
toys on screen.
Toys. All right, then.
It was great. All right. Power Ballad.
Sure.
Power Ballad.
Getting our prud on.
Yeah. We got predicated.
So much prud.
I need to throw this out here. I love Irish films.
All right.
I really love Irish films.
This is an Irish film?
Yep.
It is.
The Irish are like the Koreans of Europe when it comes to family dramas. Nobody understands family like the Irish do. Like the Brits can they play around with family, but they don't get it like the Irish do. The Irish fully embrace how to pull at your heartstrings when it comes to family. This was just like The Commitments, Murray, but with Paul Rudd. Prud.
With prud.
Yeah. And the Jonas.
You know how much I love him.
Yeah, we know how much you love him.
He's so good.
He's so prudly. He's prudtastic. And the Jonas brother.
I like him.
The Jonas brother.
Harvey. Harvey Jonas.
Rick Harvey Jonas. He was actually pretty good in this, actually.
Billy Joe Bob.
And
yeah, Jonas was all right.
he was good. Like
he's good.
All the actors in this were great. The two, I guess, Steen Steelers in this is the buddiness between Sandy and Rick in this. And it was bringing back memories of I Love You, Man. The two of those two together. And there's the scene where they kind of get separated because Paul Rudd's being a dick. And they meet back up. And I turned to Bryce and I said, he's got to say it. He's got to say it. And he never said it.
He never said,
I love you, man. And I was waiting so hard.
But we know.
We know. Everybody who knows the prud knows he was saying, I love you, man.
He was saying it with his eyes, Jim.
He was, and maybe with his pants.
No, he wasn't saying it with his pants. Why do you always have to go there? You always have to be dirty, and I don't understand.
Well, we just watched Masters of the Universe. What can I say? Ram Man.
I didn't see any
Fisto.
of that in there. I don't know what you're talking about.
So innocent.
So, here's the thing about this story.
Mm-hmm.
When it started out, I was kind of not liking it so much. It was kind of following along a typical model. But the characters are in this which drew me to this film so much. Because people are real in this. Like, everybody in this was real. Even Jonas Brothers' character.
He felt genuine.
He felt so genuine.
I believe it.
I do too. And how
and even him, wrestling with his decisions.
Yes, like the whole time you could see
He's
like
good.
he did a great job for. I don't know if he's done any acting before this, but I wouldn't mind seeing him in more stuff. He
was in
a bunch of music
Jumanji.
videos. Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Like the new ones.
Yeah. Welcome to the Jungle, baby. He was
really?
in it.
Yeah, and you know what?
He was in the first one too. I think he was in both of them.
Probably. What did he do?
I don't know. He was in.
They had Jack Black. I avoided them like the plague.
There you go. Which actually drew me to it because I love Jack Black.
Jack Black's awesome.
He's almost as good as the Jonas Brothers. This little Jonas boy, he is so adorable. I can see why they were so famous.
Yeah.
And you know what? To be honest, the music in this was kind of fun too. I wrestled with this when they ended the movie. There's a scene near the end of the movie. I'm like, please just
both Jumanjis.
Nice.
Just in case anyone was wondering.
So there's a scene at the end where I'm like, please
I think
please
everybody
just
was.
end this movie right here, right now. And they didn't end it. And I was like, please don't fuck this up. And then they didn't fuck it up.
No, they didn't.
And they ended it. And it wasn't better than what I imagined it was going to be, but it was still pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was okay. What they needed to do is end it exactly when his daughter discovers something, and then we don't need to know anything after that. Just end it there.
That's it. Yes.
Just the fact that
that's exactly what my thought was.
Yeah, there's some.
But how they ended it was better than them doing all kinds of other garbage.
They could have really messed it up, and
but
they didn't completely mess it up.
No, they gave it a really
make it better, but they didn't mess it up.
That's 100%. So for me, this was a Mondo, actually.
What?
Yeah, no, this was a really heartwarming story. I love the characters in this. I laughed a lot at the points where you're supposed to laugh. There wasn't a lot of stuff in this that was, and Prud he's just so lovable. You can't help but feel sorry for him. Like everything that was, and maybe it's because
I felt for him. There's no question.
He actually is me from another life. Like I was a musician. I had a band. We toured. We're about to tour Europe. The band broke up. All these things happened. I had kids because it was just like bam, bam, bam.
That's me up on the screen.
That's me up on the screen. I didn't write a power ballad.
No.
Because I never did write power ballads.
Yes.
But if I did, it would have been awesome.
There you go.
All right. It was Mondo for me. I loved it.
Yeah. I mean, how can you... The characters are great. I mean, his daughter is spectacular.
She's incredible.
She has some really funny lines in this movie. It really good cast. Really good cast. And yeah, the bromance between the two, you can't... That's great. Jonas coming
fired.
in.
Well, I quit.
Well, I quit. Yeah, it's there's just a lot of good stuff in this movie, and yeah, it's kind of a believable story. You could see everything in this actually happening, and I tell you, at the end of the day, it's a really, really good romp. There's some stuff that really annoyed me that I think annoyed you too, like the canned music. It was.
You have to.
Can you not make it sound live?
I wish they would. I wish they wouldn't.
Good God,
do that.
that was awful. Can you not just actually? I don't care what you're doing. If you have people playing behind these guys, and just actually record it being played live with the audience or with the people that are at the wedding, just making a little bit of noise. Can you not just do that so it doesn't sound horrible?
It sounded overly.
Oh my God!
Ran through a compressor.
And the lip syncing was awful.
It was awful.
It's like, good God, how can you make a movie all about music and then have every time the music plays annoy the living poop out of me?
I know.
And because of that, this could never be a Mondo because I was annoyed for a third of the movie.
I know that annoys you.
It was so freaking annoying. That's why I couldn't get into the Bob Marley biopic because that was the same thing.
I know.
And it takes you out of the movie. And there is so much good in this. And I want to sit there and go and praise it like you did.
Yeah.
But I can't because I can't get past this awful, awful sound mix. Like, it was beyond awful.
It was bad.
It was really, really
It was really bad, but I can overlook it because
I cannot.
The story, the characters,
the story
everything
was great.
else was
the characters
great.
were fantastic, but if you're going to have a movie that annoys the bleeping crap out of me, I can't give it a Mondo because it's the whole package. I'm not reviewing just part of it.
I just have one question for you.
Yes.
Okay, when you were a child,
yes,
did you ever play pretend with anything?
No.
Okay. Murray, did you?
Of course, I didn't have any siblings.
That's right.
I spent a lot of time alone.
No pretend. No pretend.
So me,
it is what it is.
I pretended all the time.
Hey, whatever. Anyways, this was a mess. It was very. There was a lot of good in this, and I wish I could give it a Mondo, but it's just good God. How can you be a professional movie maker and not have? Like, how can you watch this back in one of the first screenings
one
and
of
go,
the Jonas
we gotta fix this?
The Jonas should have.
And it's not just one scene.
You got
it's
professional
a
musicians.
third of
Why
the
aren't you
movie.
doing it live?
It's a
That's
third
what
of the movie.
he's complaining about. Murray. There's a lot of music
If it's
played.
just actors who are lip syncing, that's different. But these is an
yeah,
actual
well,
singer.
Paul Rudd actually sings all the songs he sings.
Oh, does he?
So they could have easily done.
They could have
live
just done
music.
this,
They
but
could
yeah.
have.
But
well-
anyways, it is still a meh. I enjoyed every part that wasn't the music, and the music wasn't terrible or anything.
Even the hit song
Yeah.
was pretty good.
Of course, we had to hear it
800 times.
Oh my god! I don't think any song's been played over and over like that ever in a
How
movie.
about That Thing You Do? It's like the only song in the whole freaking movie.
Yeah,
Not like this, man. I understand what you're saying, but if you ever watch this, I mean, it's ridiculous how often this
Murray,
gets
you
played.
like Irish movies. You'd probably, if you could get over the prud, you would probably like this
I like
movie.
Irish
Love
movies
the
with
prud.
Irish actors in them.
This had Irish actors
in
in it.
Ireland.
It had all
Yeah,
Irish
there was
actors
in Ireland.
except two.
Jonases are not Irish.
Yeah,
Neither is Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
Just
those are the
saying.
only two basically in the movie.
and
Well,
So
that's
they're
not
Americans in Ireland. That's not the same thing.
No, two Americans and a bunch of Irish
And
people.
every
Whatever.
other person was Irish.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm glad I missed it.
Well,
Yeah,
You
whatever.
done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
meh,
Mondo.
meh.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Beautiful.
Moving on.
The shortest Merman Minute
Temperature
ever.
rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
Oh, my sweet, 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 sweet rage. How I love you so. Okay, my rage. I was waiting for music to hit.
All right.
Gotta hit the,
Get on with it, man.
getting the timing, fucker.
Murray's sitting here tapping his finger. He's got things to do,
got
and you're
shit to do.
yammering on and on.
That's not his finger. Okay, my rage this week is that I watched Scary Movie twice. Bryce doesn't know this, but that was the second time.
we're
I
ruining that, are we?
watched- I'm ruining it right now because I didn't have any other rage. I did watch Scary Movie twice.
Oh, did you?
I watched it with Marie yesterday.
Yeah, little secret, I did too. 'Cause I went to it on Thursday to a sold-out showing of Millennials, and then Jim's like, let's go to a movie on Sunday. Like, okay.
You guys sat through that piece of dog crap twice?
Yeah, it was
I
great.
enjoyed it more the second
Yeah,
time.
me too. It was
'Cause I
even-
was with Jim.
and I was with Murray.
Oh, for
So
Christ's
my,
sake.
you know what they say? You know, you can turn a frown upside down by just sitting with Murray.
That's right. Just the male companionship.
That's right.
That's all we need.
You guys are too much.
No matter how bad the movie is.
And it was bad.
It was good. It was almost
All
Monday.
right, that's all you got.
Yep.
All right then.
And my rage is just that Scary Movie seems to be the #1 movie this week, which
Yes!
was very predictable.
And Master of the Universe bombed.
Yeah, but which means that we're probably going to get another one. and
Yes!
we do not
Thank you.
need any more of this garbage.
Ugh, can't wait.
That is my rage.
All right then.
So both of our rages were
But the
Scary
same
Movie?
thing.
Yeah,
There
but
you
for
go.
different reasons.
Different reasons.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Welcome, Ragers, to Film Rage's totally retro nostalgia recall Flashback. On this week's segment, Jim is back at the helm with his first horror film that he ever saw in cinema from 1974. It's Alive. Let's check in with Jim and find out if this is where his love for CLFs came from, or was this the film that fueled his passion for having kids of his own? It's alive. It's alive. alive! Alive!
I love that, man.
Little Frankenstein there, eh?
You did. He threw in some Frankenstein just for Bryce. Okay, so... Okay, so first of all, the reason I picked this... And, I want to correct Bryce. The other week, he kind of gave me shit for picking a movie that he didn't like. And when he picked Clash of the Titans, he said to me, "This is the reason why we have this segment." And I'm like, you know what? The reason we have this segment is because, for whatever reason, all of us had fond memories of a movie. And that's why we're going back to rewatch them. So this one in particular was the very first horror movie that I saw in cinemas. So imagine if this came out in 1974. I was 8
And
when I saw
wasn't born yet.
Exactly.
Unless this came out really late in 74.
There you go.
Then
Maybe-
I'd be an infant.
Maybe you could be a baby in
Maybe
your mother's
you were the
tummy.
baby in the movie.
You were a baby in Leslie's tummy when this movie came out.
Yeah.
You could be the It's Alive baby grown up.
Yeah, because
Right.
it
For all I know.
came out in April of 1974, so it came out many months before I was born.
Yeah. So here's what I want to say about this. The lighting in this is so dark for most of the movie, but intentionally so. And it's very 70s. I love how they build all the cuteness with the babies in the hospital and the character development and how their 11-year-old kid is worried about his mom during birth. I love the smoking and the coffee drinking in the poker room in the hospital. And the doctor who shames the mother like for giving birth to this thing. It was the originator of Monster Vision. This was the first movie that I ever remember that had Monster Vision. Right? Every time it would come on, I'd go, Murray, there's
I'll
the
buy
baby.
that.
There's the baby vision.
Yeah, point of view from the baby.
Yeah, it was so good. It was the greatest father-son redemption movie probably ever made.
Wow.
In rewatch of this, I gotta say it's pretty slow. Like, it's not like it almost feels like those 70s.
I thought it moved a little too fast.
It had a very 70s. It reminded me of Italian
I needed to
cinema.
let
a
it
little
wash
bit.
over me a little more than it did. I thought it was kind of rapid fire. I don't know what you're talking about. What movie were you watching?
I don't know. That baby was everywhere.
I know that baby could move
That
too.
baby could move.
I don't know what you're talking.
My favorite scene of the movie is, and I said to Murray, I said, Murray, watch for it when the milkman gets killed. I'm saying, you watch, Murray. You watch what's going to happen. He's like, what? And he's like, just wait for it. Just wait for it. It's coming. And he's like, hey, it's not coming. What am I supposed to be waiting? There it is.
Yeah.
When the white milk turned pink.
That's good stuff.
That's good stuff. So you know what? After watching this again, I don't own this, but I want to buy the box set. It's still Mondo for me. I love this movie. I love how creepy the baby is. I love that the director does such a great job keeping the baby for the most part hidden for the most of it. Yeah, this was a fun rewatch. I still think it's Mondo. Mur, what'd you think?
We have another Jim special this week.
Yes.
It's Alive from 1974.
Yes.
I was 3 years old when this movie came out. Barely older than the demon child in the movie, but almost as evil.
Almost.
At least until my French Catholic family got a hold of me and dipped me in holy water.
Nice.
They could have used some of that in this movie.
What?
This film was groovy. Everything about it screams 70s. The cars, the clothes, men smoking in the hospital waiting room,
Playing poker?
actual milkmen delivering
let's play some
milk in
poker.
glass bottles.
Mm-hmm.
I can appreciate the era, even though I don't remember much of it. For me, the world started in 1980. Everything before that, no idea. Okay, what the hell is up with this kid? It's born with fangs and claws.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kills the doctors and nurses before it's even able to walk.
Yes.
And jump up great heights to grab things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Travels like those worms from
Super
Tremors.
baby.
Yeah.
And can take down full-grown adults like a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just
Vicious.
wants to be loved by
That's
its
it.
parents.
It's all any of us
the
want.
Deformities are a result of either nuclear testing or some experimental fertility drug. Doesn't really matter. Either one was ridiculous.
All right.
This film was very cheesy and sometimes hard to watch because it was so slow.
It was a bit slow.
No, it wasn't. Stop with the
I
slow.
enjoyed the baby killing people scenes, but not enough of them. They also used the Evil Dead can pretty well, which I understood hadn't been invented yet.
That's right.
So I guess Sam Raimi owes something to this film.
Yes,
I would say
he
so.
sure does.
I did not enjoy the shaky cam scenes.
Eh.
According to Google AI, the Steadicam was invented in 1974, same year as this film. I'm guessing the filmmakers either hadn't heard of it or couldn't afford one.
It was pretty low budget.
That's too bad.
Probably both.
Ending to this film was kind of stupid and almost ruined the film for me.
What?
What?
Since I don't like horror movies, it's not really a surprise I didn't like this one very much.
Okay.
Sorry, Jim, it's not a rage, but it's just barely a meh.
Ah, you know what? It still made it to a Mad Murray.
Yeah, barely.
All right, Bryce, what did you think of It's Alive?
It's Alive was awesome. I don't know. My one quip is that I wish it was 2 hours because it was just moving too fast. There was just too much going on.
So have you seen the sequels?
I have seen the sequels.
Yeah, I've seen. I watched the
I'll be
third
honest
one.
with you. When this came up, I was like, okay, I'm actually looking forward to revisiting this, but I don't remember it being that good. But then I watched it again. This is awesome.
Can you guys imagine, though, an 8-year-old seeing this in cinemas?
That's the thing. You got to take yourself back. I think I probably saw it on VHS when I was like 14 or 15. But even at that, I remember kind of liking it. But I liked this a lot more than I remember. I'm trying to decide whether this was Mondo or not. I think maybe it was.
I mean, it's a game changer for film. This
This
was another one of those.
Well, that's another
films.
thing where you're just, as you mentioned, you're watching stuff, and there's so many things that were influenced by this. There were so many, sort of devices that they used that kept on coming up in later movies.
Yeah.
This was pretty original for its time, and when you put yourself in that mindset, you gotta appreciate the technical stuff. You gotta appreciate a whole lot of things that were in this movie. Some of the dialogue wasn't fantastic.
It was 70s.
It was the 70s, exactly. I can forgive that. Just on the fact that I really did have a very good time watching it. I'm gonna give it a Mondo.
It deserves a Mondo, especially for a horror fan.
Yeah.
Murray, we can understand because he's not a horror fan.
Yeah.
So
No, this was. I tell you, it's fun. I liked it.
I'm gonna buy the box set
I don't
now
blame
from
you.
Amazon.
Is there a box set?
Yeah. It's a Blu-ray box set. It's $44.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
a
cheap.
bargain.
I know, right? You used to be able to buy the series, but like on Apple, but we had to rent it on Apple because you couldn't buy it. I would have bought it. But
I watched it on. What did I watch it on?
something.
Fossum.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a free app. It's legit, and it was on there.
I gotta look up Fossum now.
Yeah.
Murray.
Fossum movies and TV.
All right.
It's just like Tubi, only it's called Fossum.
It's called
and there's
Fossum.
no there's no Tubi originals on it.
You own stock
That's
in the
kind of
company?
it's kind of bad. I love Tubi originals.
But no, they got like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 channel, and I actually watched a couple movies in a row yesterday because
Nice.
I was just dead tired. I'm like, I'm just gonna lay in bed and watch some movies.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fossum? Is it like film awesome? Is that what it probably is?
F and then awesome.
F awesome.
Fossum.
Awesome.
Fossum movies
All right.
and TV.
We for next week, my friends, we are going to be going. I think this is Murray? Maybe?
Is it?
My girl?
Might
Is
be.
this you?
Definitely not me.
No, it might be mine.
Must be you then.
Macaulay Culkin.
That's right.
It is
Jamie
second
Lee-
best movie he's ever been in.
And Jamie Lee Curtis.
I might have a story about that movie next week of why I went to it and the
This movie?
circumstances. Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Well,
There you go.
because somebody you know got stung by a bee?
No,
All right.
it's a silly story, but I'll tell it
Right
anyways.
then.
So next week you'll hear all about
Okay, so not
the
only
circumstances
are-
that I went to My Girl.
we're going to find out what
We'll
we
hear
all
a
think
story,
about
apparently.
it. We're going to hear a story. Does it have a happy ending?
Not really. It's just it doesn't really go anywhere.
Oh.
It's just a story.
I always like getting a happy ending.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, thanks, Rangers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer for the voice of Rager Dare, our God of Rage, and the voice of Film Rage's totally retro nostalgia recall flashback. Find the Nerdy Photographer wherever you stream this podcast. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. Father's Day is coming, and get your daddy some Huggies for his wiener from the Film Rage site. We're also making this Raging Blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, subscribe. Send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, but no matter what you do, please, pretty please, make us a rage. That's it all this week. Rage on!
Rage on.